And boom, we are live. Coming to you from Greer, South Carolina, from the Pelham Medical Center. It's part of the Spartanburg Regional Medical Center. But that is where I'm at. And it is where I have been for the last 3 days. Today's Tuesday. I've been here since Sunday. Good news is I don't have all these wires hooked up to me. But look at these, guys. There was one here, one here. There was one. So that's 3, like different types of IVs and things that they have going in me. But all of them are unplugged now. But they hadn't told me that I'm going home yet. Maybe. I might be. Can you guys hear me okay? I'm just sitting here using the Mac to go live. Let's see. What have you? I'm going to have to get my eyeglasses, guys, to see your comments. Well, we got Moon Pie in the house. Let's see. Let's make this full screen. Hope everybody's having a good Tuesday. Kentucky Trucker, how are you, man? Blair Pilgrim in here, and so is Jason, and another Jason, and a Ralph, and Dennis K, and Wendy, and Life is Only. What's up, Jim from the Phoenix Bypass? Well, I'm at the same place I've been since Sunday. But, you know, hell, I feel fine. But I've got 2 new, like, pints of blood pumping through my veins, so that usually helps. I'm on a full liquids diet, so I can't go to the Genghis Grill or order pizza or anything like that. I can have, like, pudding, soup, you know, stuff along that lines, oatmeal grits, those kind of things. And I had a little bit of breakfast earlier. It's getting kind of close to lunchtime, though. Let's see. Adrian Bass is in saying, yo, Jim, what's going on with you, man? Why are you in the hospital? That is a great question. And then Jason, hope you'll get well soon. Hope you feel better soon. All right. Thank you. Well, the doctors, they don't really know what's going on. Now, I know, okay, for the guys that don't like to hear real talk, that just want to hear your typical YouTube trucker bullshit, go ahead and tune out, okay? We're going to be talking some personal medical stuff, and it ain't sexy, okay? I'll try to make it funny. Okay, there's a disclaimer. All right, here's the deal, guys. Hemoglobin, you can Google the exact definition, but that's a number that talks about, it's about blood. Now, I don't know if it's the oxygen of the blood, but last year when I got my physical, when I was diagnosed as being obese, my hemoglobin was 16.0, which is solid. And then, you know, I started making some diet changes, started losing some weight. I'm down probably 35 pounds now from that day. Now, you guys remember when I got sick out on the road with Elvis? And it's crazy. Like, I might catch a cold or, you know, normal shit, you know, once or twice a year, but it usually doesn't stick on me long. But my main weakness is I bleed inside my belly, somewhere inside my guts, like my stomach area is where my weakness is. And, well, when you're bleeding in there, all kind of problems happen. Now, typically, the blood comes out some way. Like, some people throw up blood. I think, what are the tuberculosis people or something like that, you know, are always throwing up blood. It's in the lungs. Well, I don't throw up blood. I poop it out. And then when we're talking about pooping out blood, if it's pooping out what like looks like blood, you know, it's red or, you know, maybe a little dark red, but it's red or bright red. Well, what that means, the source of that blood isn't very far away from your butthole. It could be like a bleeding hemorrhoid or, you know, something in the lower part of your GI tract. Now, I've had that type of blood too. That was really kind of an internal hemorrhoid, would bust and just bleed, spit out blood. You make a mess, guys. You do. I mean, I used to like have blood drippings all on toilets and stuff. It was horrible. That hadn't been happening lately. I've been good on that. I went and had some, you know, rubber band procedures. For you guys that's been following me know all about that. Probably still need to go back and get one last one, but that's been fine, and that hadn't been the problem. Now, also in previous problems that I had that would put me in the hospital, I would be bleeding, but it would be in the upper GI tract. And what that means, blood, spitting out from whatever, from a polyp that got aggravated by a seed or whatever the case may be, or a nut, who knows. But it's bleeding out of there. Well, the blood, it has a long way to go before you're going to see it. Mainly like it goes all in your stomach, and you have a stomach with all your food and stuff. You have blood just in there, and it's processed through, I don't know, your stomach, your liver, whatever stuff goes through. I'm not a doctor, but I do know where that blood finally makes its exit out of the body, and that would be the butthole, the rectum, the anus, whatever you'd like to call it, your little stinky friend. But it would come out, but by that time being processed, it's not bright red blood like you would see if you pricked your finger. It's pretty much black. It's dark, a lot of times mixed with other stuff. Tarry is a phrase that they use. Do you have black tarry stools, which indicates an upper level of blood? And not so much. There was like a little bit of that, and the white, you can tell by the color. But they did an endoscopy yesterday, and these are the pictures. I don't know how well you guys can see this, but these look good. Now this looks a little weird. I don't know what that white stuff is, around my belly right there. But there's nothing that would indicate a problem as far as bleeding to get a hemoglobin down to a 6.4. That's what mine was when I drove myself to the emergency room in my Chevy. And guys, I was bad off. I was hoping I was going to be able to walk the whole distance to get. I mean, I pulled up to the door, and I staggered in, and I was very pale, and I couldn't breathe very well. It was hard to talk. Well, the whole reason for that is the low hemoglobin and the low red blood cell count, which carries oxygen in it. So in a nutshell, my blood was not oxygenated like it normally is and it's supposed to be. So that's why I was having trouble breathing. So every symptom that I was having, me thinking I'm having panic attacks and anxiety attacks, and I'm like, me being a media director and a truck driver is really not this stressful. This should not be happening to me. But it was. But it wasn't anything stress related. It was, I wasn't getting enough oxygen in my body. And I just kept pushing through, and I'd have those little attacks. I would do my breathing techniques. It would pass. I'd keep on trucking, Then it just got to the point where I couldn't do it no more. And so I had to come here. And I don't really know any much more than what I've told you guys. They talked about doing a colonoscopy, but I don't want to do another colonoscopy because those suck. And if I was disappointed, they never find like what the problem is there either. But if I had an active bleed, especially when to get my hemoglobin that low, I would have had bloody stools and I would have seen red, probably bright red, but at least some version of red in the stools if there was a lower problem. So as far as I know, a colonoscopy isn't scheduled. They're talking about just doing one of those outpatient, down the road sometimes. I don't know if I'm going to do it or not. Because, Jesus, I'm not even 50, and I think I've had 4 colonoscopies already. So I'm bleeding somewhere, and my hemoglobin now is like a 7.8 after 2 units of blood, or 7.9, but it's staying steady. It's not lowering. So that's where we're at. I don't know what's going on. Let me check you guys' comments, and I hope you guys can hear me okay. Okay. Blair Pilgrim says, remember patience. Okay, Moon Pie is about to call my buddy over at Blue Line Logistics. Yeah, Chris Lemire is his name. If you need it, if you don't have his number, Moon Pie, I guess probably Beardman can give it to you. I've got it. I can shoot it over to you. At least you're not an MPO. Man, I saw that while ago. MPO. What the heck does that mean? It don't mean what you think it means. Hi, guy. Looking for you to get better. I'm gonna, Denise. Still running OTR with Englander. Met you at the rest area in Tennessee at Cranny Creek. Yeah, I remember that, Denise. We took a picture together. I saw that on my, I don't know, it was on my Facebook or something a day or two ago. Let's see. Adrian's listening. Christopher Coleman. John Crawford. What's up, man? How's your daughter doing, John? What's up, Jimmy? Hope you feel better. Andrew says I'm slacking on the job. I am. But I did go on the GMP channel and I did make the thumbnail look better for the one that I did for the Greer Yard. And I've talked to Jim Gibson. We were supposed to be filming a video today about sliding tandems. He's got this cool PowerPoint that he puts together about, I don't know, you guys just have to wait to see it, but it should be really good, but it ain't going to be today. But I'm looking forward to a lot of very good content that Jim Gibson's going to help me out with. He's been trucking a long time, and he's over driver development for GMP. Misty Nelson is on here. All right. Hey, baby. Missing you already. Misty has spent quite a bit of time with me when I've been at the hospital. She just ain't been here the 2 times that I went live, but she stayed both nights with me. She left right before breakfast come, wearing herself out, but it don't get any better than Misty Nelson. I'm glad you're getting more blood. Well, I haven't got more blood yet. I mean, they talked about it, but I haven't got the 3rd unit yet, so I'm still holding it like less than an 8 hemoglobin. It's not getting lower. It's not really getting better either. It's just been staying the same is what they're saying. So hopefully I will get another pint of blood. And I tell you guys, if you ever get a chance to get some blood, get you some. It makes you feel better. I always feel better after getting blood. Because like losing it, you miss it. You know what I mean? You can tell the difference. Jason Helms, the white stuff in the pictures was normal mucus line. All right, cool. Yeah, they didn't have any concerns about the picture. Like, here's these, you know, everything looks fine. Blair says, sound much better today, Jim. Your voice was slightly slurred on the phone yesterday morning. It feels like it's slurred now. Maybe because I got these AirPods in. That's why my hearing is a little off. But the microphone on here should be picking me up. You guys can hear me okay, right? A couple of you give me a thumbs up if the audio is acceptable. NPO means you can't have anything by mouth. That's right. I was NPO. I wasn't. We've got someone coming inside. Come on in.
Hello.
What's happening?
Not much. Mr. Davis?
Yes, sir. Man, I like that jacket. I was looking at one like that the other day. Yeah.
Mountain Hardware?
It was somewhere uptown Greenville, downtown Greenville.
Okay.
Right? One of those fishermen kind of
Oh,
stores.
yeah. They're nice. Lightweight, keep you warm.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm Dr. Bush. I'm one of the gastroenterologists here.
Uh-huh.
I think Dr. Lieski took a look inside your stomach yesterday.
He did.
Okay, didn't really find anything.
Right.
So has this happened to you before where you've lost blood like this?
It has.
Yeah.
Not exactly like what's going on now.
Mhm.
Before, it's been from polyps in my colon that look like about the size of cigarette burns.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing a live YouTube video right now.
Oh.
And I would be passing dark, large amounts of blood.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't been doing that at all, but my symptoms that I've been experiencing for probably the past month is having trouble breathing and my heart rate elevates. I thought I was having anxiety attacks, but apparently it's because my hemoglobin's been getting lower and there's some slow leak blood, but
you haven't seen anything like obvious.
Nothing bad. There would be a little dark, like sometimes on the toilet paper kind of thing, or you know the bowel movements. They would just float, you know, fall down to the bottom. The water would still be clear, where before it was just a bloody stew of disgustingness. You know, the previous times. I haven't been concerned with that at all.
Okay, I mean over the last 24 hours, the hemoglobin's been stable.
Right.
So that's good. I would recommend we take a look, do the colonoscopy. at some point.
Wouldn't it be
likely when we
more
get
of
out
a
here.
brighter blood if it was coming from that low?
Typically, but before insurance will cover that video capsule to look
Yeah.
at the small valve, they want to have you with a colonoscopy in the last year.
Okay.
Yeah, so we got to jump through some.
And mine's been 2 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's probably coming from somewhere in the small valve. So you're going to need that capsule. But before we can do that and get insurance to cover it, we got to get an updated colon.
The capsule is going to be the key, man. The first time this ever happened, they mentioned to me about the capsule, but then, I'd get better. We never got back. But nobody's ever really found, other than those pops, where my main problem's coming from.
Well, like I said, today your hemoglobin's been good over the last 24 hours.
But I'm still less than 8, right?
7.9.
Okay.
But unless it's less than 7, we really don't transfuse blood or anything.
Oh, man, I was hoping to get another bag.
Well, they've done a lot of studies, and they showed conservative transfusion actually has lower mortality than like transfusing tons of blood. Yeah, so conservative transfusion is better.
Okay.
Okay.
So, what's next for me?
Well, from my point of view, we're probably not going to do anything since everything's stable. But you will need to follow up with Dr. Lieski within the next week or so. Get the colonoscopy scheduled. Then after he does that, we'll get you some for the capsule.
So am I getting ready to get discharged?
From my point of view, yeah, you can go. Are you eating?
I had a little pudding or something a while ago. I guess I'm up for regular food.
Yeah, I'd say advance the diet, see how you do. And as long as you're tolerating that, you can go home.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Any prescription? I haven't been taking any prescriptions or any kind of stomach medicine at all.
Well, they didn't really see anything in your stomach, so I mean, putting you on acid-reducing medicine is really not going to benefit anything.
That's like the next thing. I've been prescribed the previous times leaving, and I've taken for a while, and then I've been a truck driver, and I'm on the road, and I haven't really taken them regularly. Yeah. But I was thinking that's why I'm back in here.
Yeah.
But I don't need to take that at all.
He did the upper endoscopy and didn't see anything. So.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
I'm on no medications at all.
Okay. Well, that's good.
No, I'm asking.
Oh, are you? I mean, from a
or
GI,
do I need to be from a GI
standpoint? Not. I mean, the only thing that you would potentially need is iron, but your iron levels are all normal.
My iron was low, and I was prescribed these little red iron pills that say it's going to make your bowel movements. You're going to get really constipated, and your turds are going to be hard, and it's going to bust open your hemorrhoids and stuff. So I haven't been taking those.
Yeah.
And I've been getting, my iron's low, magnesium low, and potassium's been low.
Yeah.
And then hemoglobin's low.
Yeah. Well, iron or the magnesium and potassium go kind of hand in hand. But that's more the primary doctor. They'll put you on probably a supplement.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So we'll decide and follow up with Dr. Lieski. Okay.
All right. And somebody will be coming in for lunch soon.
Yep.
Awesome. Thanks, Doc.
See you later.
Well, all right. Where else can you get behind the scenes medical information like this? I don't know if you guys saw the doctor at all, but let me check these comments. I hope you get out. So I think I'm going to get out today, man. Derek Bowie, what's up? Derek Bowie's going to be a truck driver in the near future. Oh, that's Misty saying nothing by mouth. You told me that while you were here. John Crawford said his daughter's doing good. I'd have to go back and watch the video to remember her name. I'm sorry, I'm not as informational retentive as I have been, but I know she was a sweetheart that I met in Dallas at the truck show. And you can see her briefly on the video of me not being able to go to the truck show in Dallas. Hope you get better soon, my friend. Does it affect you from going back, getting on the road? I don't think so. I don't think so. I will be sure to get a note saying I'm good to go, though. But I got some video stuff to catch up on. I have, one of the things that I've been craving is a predictable schedule. You know what I mean? Like, think how awesome that would be, where you could say, hey, friend, lover, daughter, brother, or sister, you can count on me here being at this time on this date. Which, GMP is pretty good on that, but it still can get out of sorts on, the one I've been trying to do. But going forward, I'm off on Saturday and Sunday, okay? GMP, find somebody else to do what you need. And I'm going to do other things on Saturday and Sunday. Maybe even doing some real estate videos, some videos with comedies, maybe some, little short story films or commercial type stuff. I want to start doing those kind of things on the weekends. But during the week, GMP's got my time. And Monday, I'll be at the Greer Yard, and we'll be doing stuff around there. And, I've got a lot of video, and of course, our backing video is going to come. And then I get up early Tuesday morning, right, and get a Volvo load that I go deliver, come back, and I end up at the Columbia Yard, and I spend the rest of the day at the Columbia Yard making video stuff. Jim Gibson's going to be my main helper there. Next video we're going to be doing is a slide tandem video. And then Clifton's there. And then sometime Wednesday, I guess, I hit the road and run hard Wednesday, run hard Thursday, and either get back Thursday at the end of the day or sometime Friday morning so I can be at the Greer Yard. And there's this new series called Meet the Drivers that I'm wanting to do. And it's going to be a variety of things. Like the only one that I've done so far is with Antoine. He goes by Tony. Well, he goes by Antoine, but for some reason in this video I call him Tony, or he told me to call him Tony. But I like to actually do some with even the new guys. Friday, between 10 and 12 is when all the new guys will be there getting assigned their trucks. So, I ain't got to be there every one or anything, but I definitely want to get some videos of new people just coming to GMP, just getting out of orientation, coming from somewhere else, getting their truck here. I think that will be interesting content. And then I'll be back. It'll be Friday, and then hey, it's a weekend, baby. But that didn't happen this week. That was supposed to be the first week of this, but Sunday I ended up in the hospital, and I was in the hospital all day Monday, and here we are Sunday. So needless to say, I'm not in Columbia working on a slide and tandems video. Let's see. Good morning. Doctor got you covered while you're incapacitated. Ron Nickerson. Corey, buddy of mine from Mills, will be there this week for orientation. Oh, Corey is going to be at GMP's orientation this week. I've got a guy that I've been talking with, Kevin Snipe. So if you're watching this, Kevin, congratulations. Let's see, I guess you will be arriving in Columbia either later today or tomorrow. That is good stuff. They will probably show you a few videos from the GMP channel while you're in orientation. I hear that's been going on, and that makes me happy. Okay, anybody else got anything? We are up to like a 23-minute video. Had a doctor visit. I'll have to go back and watch the replay of this. I don't know if you guys could see him and hear him and heard his stuff, but nobody's really saying anything. Is this thing? There we go. Misty Nelson. I will see you in a few hours. I love you. I'm glad you are getting out. Make sure you follow up and have your colonoscopy and capsule with a camera in it done. I know I don't want to do the colonoscopy because preparing for it sucks, but I do want to have the video camera. And I'm asking them. I haven't got confirmation on it, guys. But I'll probably make a video out of this process, and I may be able to get my hands on some footage of a pill going through my body. And of course I will edit it and add music and take out the boring parts. But that could be an awesome upcoming video. That's getting me excited right there. But I hadn't made a video in a few days. But it's cool. Like when I don't, my mind's still kind of preparing, for the next one. My brain's starting to work a little different on this stuff. And that same sort of thing can happen for each and every one of you. Whatever you focus on grows. That's why it's so important to keep your mind on what you want. But the big key is figure out what the hell it is you want. Then you can work on creating the burning desire for it. And then that's when the magic happens and you go next level. If you're just going day by day, rolling with the punches, whatever happens, happens, who knows where we'll end up 5 years from now if we're not putting some kind of effort and deciding where we want to go. I know a lot of you guys don't like hearing about that stuff, but tough shit. You're on the Trucker Jim channel. You're gonna hear stuff like that from time to time because I'm excited, motivated, and going places. But I'm in the hospital right now. But the next time you see me, at the very least, I'm gonna be walking out of this hospital. I ain't gonna be sitting in this hospital bed, I tell you that, because it is time to get back moving. See you guys. Y'all keep on trucking.